Well, good morning, good people. Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of Joe Boo's day job. Man, you know, this place literally changes by the day. And the other thing that's interesting about this place is I learn new stuff about this house every single day. I met Michelle, who works at Home Depot mixing paint. She knew some of the people that used to live here. Said she actually came into the front door, although she heard some ghost stories, but she was afraid to come in the house. Um, I love reading the comments from everybody in there. I'll check and find out if if Tracy is willing to go to New York to work on your house and stuff and things. I don't know if she will or not. One of the comments I've gotten is a person says that I don't get anything done because I jump from thing to thing to thing. Interesting point. Interesting point. I hear you. Part of the reason why I jump from thing to thing is some things you can't do completely. For example, when you're plastering walls, you can't go ahead and plaster the whole wall. You got to put plaster on. It's got to actually age for a couple of days, and then you come back through. Um, Digging this ditch, for example. So I rented the trencher a couple days ago. We went ahead and we trenched it out. The next day I came through, cleaned it out, and put the water line in. So the water line's in, called for an inspection. Now the inspector can't get here till tomorrow morning. So we can't close that up until then. And since I wear many, many hats from being the plumber, a carpenter, um, cabinet maker, um, I guess you could say the general contractor for this, now brick mason, and so on, I will go from thing to thing. Another example, got one of the railings up yesterday, and we'll do another one of them today. Thing is, we're restoring the pickets. So as we go through with the pickets, I've got to fill some of those in with body putty, let that dry out, sand them and all that, and then we're going through and hand painting each of those on there. So they're not ready to be put back together. The deck, well, the deck has to be finished with the house. I started framing that up. I've actually got to go back through, put my joist hangers, and somebody had noticed that I don't have the cross ties in there yet. Great observation. So probably later today I'll get back on working on the deck. So my plan of attack this morning is the drywall guys needed some sanding sponges and things like that. So I got the materials that they need. My buddy Jet needed some more cement board for working with the tile, and he's working on the mud bed. I'm going to get set up with my concrete mixer because I'm going to start mixing up some more of the plaster to put on so I can finish doing the upstairs first coat up in there. Then I will be moving in on probably sanding the bulkhead up here. Sanding the bulkhead up here to get this ready to be painted. And we're going to probably spray paint the ceiling along with the bulkhead here. Now, we've got some broken window panes, which we've ordered glass for. Unfortunately, they won't be ready until Tuesday. So I'd love to go through and finish glazing the windows, but I can't do that until that's ready to go. As well as, what's going inside? As well as getting through on the kitchen and things. As well as in the kitchen. Oh, they're here. Didn't hear them. Or didn't see their car. Okay, they're here. Can't go through. I need to go through and skim these walls, but until we get the drywall stuff done, we don't have a place to put all of the materials and things that we have. And hopefully today, they said they're going to be sanding out this and then pointing up any places that needed to be pointed up in here. So when this is done, then we can do things like get the cement board down on the floor here to start doing the tile. We have the tile here. We can paint. I can start then doing the trim around here. I need to get the windowsill molding. I may get some of that today. So we can start putting the molding around those. The same thing with the doors in here as well. But it's definitely For the haters out there that think that it's never going to get done, I say au contraire, because I'm looking at it and it sure looks like it's beginning to get done to me. So, those are things we want to work on. We've also got to get underneath the house here so we can start fixing the wood flooring in here, but I'll let them finish what they're doing in here. Skimming and mudding and taping and everything. Look at this. Look at this. Good morning.
Good morning.
I got your sanding sponges.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Looking good. Looking good.
Good,
Look at
good.
this. Looking good. Let's see how our plaster stayed in. Huh. Surprise. Not a lot of cracking. Okay, so last night we put this first coat on and we're going to scratch it. We're going to do scratch coating. See, this is where we're supposed to scratch it now for the next coat. So I'll be scratch coating that stuff. I did get some cracking here, but I'll wet that a little bit and smooth it out. But we're going to be mixing some more mortar and getting that together. And this is what I'm saying about it's a process. And see, if I were just the plumber, I'd come in, do the plumbing, not come back for a couple of days. But because we've got so many different things that we have to do, I jump from one, boom, go the process. So these have the first coat of paint, and you can see now we've got to go back through with the ready patch and take care of any nail holes or marks and stuff like that, paint it again. So eventually we get to this point. So these, I've got to take the table saw out because these are ones that I made. Yeah, I made these to match the ones. Here you go. The one with the notch is an original. The one without the notch is the one that I turned in the workshop. And so, yeah. Tell me how many people can do that freehand. You tell me. Do they look alike? Yeah. So this should be enough to do the short length right here. So I'm going to probably do that length sometime today as well. I think I'm still going to have to make some more because we're still missing from originally. Looking at the old pictures, this one was missing in a picture that was 40 years old, missing those. So I'm definitely going to have to make more of them. So you can see here today, I'm going to clean the glass and I'm going to glaze, put the glazing compounds on that stuff. And like I said, we'll go through, sand all this out, so that way we can paint and spray all of it together. So that's how it rolls here at the Red Brick House. I am happy and excited about every step of the journey here, and it makes me feel incredible every day that I come. You know, yesterday morning, that wasn't here. Yesterday morning, that window wasn't painted. Yesterday, all that compound wasn't on all those walls. But all that stuff happened yesterday. And then today, maybe we'll look up here and we'll see all of this ceiling up here painted and this bulkhead painted. Maybe we'll see some of the tile start to go down today. Maybe we'll be able to start maybe painting some tomorrow. Every day it changes. I'm Mark Holmes, and well, I'm here where an old ass house is changing. See you guys later. All right, we just got another piece of the Red Brick House. This wonderful lady here who's mixing my paint, okay, actually knows people who used to live in the Red Brick House.
Really good information.
Okay, but no, I'm trying to find out everything I can about this house.
So the people that I knew that used to live there were the Baileys.
The Baileys,
It was
okay.
an old woman that had a bunch of kids, like
She
3
didn't
or
live in
4.
a shoe.
Yeah, yes, and she had all the grandkids, and all of
Okay.
them were not good names here in town. They were pretty bad kids.
Okay, we won't name them. Okay.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Okay, we won't
I
name
remember
the
the
kids.
girl.
So, were you ever in the house?
I walked in with Christy one time. I've been like in the doorway. I never went as far as the doorway, but because they kind of freaked me out because they were telling me a ghost story about the cemetery next door, and this was like late at night, and I was like, yeah, I'm not going in there.
Okay, I've been there late at night. Okay, I let them know when I got there, I'm here to save the place. Okay, so let's get along. So
Yeah,
I haven't had any problems with the house. All right, well,
You know what? It reminds me of the house in the movie House of a Thousand Corpses. You know.
I hadn't been scared of this place until now. Now I'm gonna be walking in and thinking about that. Okay.
No, don't. It's okay.
No, there's good spirits in the house.
It is. I have
Mary
good ones
Arnold.
in mine.
Okay. All right. So we got another little piece here. Well, we're gonna learn something today. I can tell you that right now because it got cold last night here in the valley. Yesterday it was like upper 70s, and really hot outside. The place stayed nice and cool inside, believe it or not. Right now, with it being like 68 is going to be the high. It's only like 51 degrees. So I've gone back over and got the propane heater to give us a little bit of heat in the space and to help with the compound to kind of dry out so they can sand it. So it'll be interesting to see how well it starts to heat up. These are zip pieces right here. You put these up so that way they have a nice finished edge, and it has a little zip piece on the bottom when you're done, so it keeps it off the wall. So we're putting this up around the walls here so that way we get a good finished edge, and we'll see how well it looks. This is going to be nice to get this together. I can tell you already that the temperature in here has definitely already raised, which will help to dry this compound. It's drying up pretty well anyway because the space is very short of moisture in the air and stuff in here, so that's a good thing. All right. Well, I think I'm finally beginning to get better at mixing the plaster. I'm seeing that this is actually doing what it's supposed to be. I think I'm learning you need to put more water in first when you start so it doesn't stick together, and then it's going to start mixing like it's cake. So it's definitely looking good right there. And I'm going to let this basically run for about 20 minutes or so, and it's going to be ready. Now, with me jumping around and doing all kinds of different things, I'm also in support. Typically, I do the majority of the work, but nobody can do everything. I do tile, I do drywall, but I'm not as good as somebody that does it all the time. So if I had done the drywall, for example, I wouldn't have gotten the front porch done right now. I wouldn't have gotten the trench dug out there and the water line hooked up. So it's better to recognize some things are better to get somebody else to do. And for these guys, how you doing? For these guys to go through, there's so little sanding that's going to need to be done in here that it's worthwhile to pay them. In the same way, getting my man Jet here doing the tile work, he may be laying tile today. Now, I've got to say, with the insulation in this place, with this heater on here to help dry the top, to dry everything, it's hot in here. It holds the heat. So Jet's going to be working on getting the tile on the floor done, so maybe tomorrow we actually have a toilet. I had to make up for a mistake in actually being preemptive on something that the inspector actually missed down here. Reading the code book, you have to have 15 inches from center to the wall or to a fixture. And we were 13 inches, I think, away. So I had to reset the toilet flange here this morning. But better to do it now before he puts the tile on and before we get a final inspection, because that would be a major problem if we get all this finished, calling for final inspection. He says, you gotta move it. Then it would be major problems. So we took care of that right now. I'm gonna go over because Jet's gonna need his tile cutter and some extra lights for upstairs, and I have some in the garage I have over there. So I'm gonna go pick that up while the mortar is rendering in there. And these guys also, how you doing? These guys also need some of this channel. Now see, since we're having not a taped edge, because we have the cement and everything, we have this zip corner, or zip stop. They'll end up compounding that. You put it on with staples, the compounded to the top, and then there's a little zip that pulls it off. So it'll give you a finished edge to the trim and stuff. But I got to get some more because I forgot about in here. So they're going to need 2, 3, 4, 5 up here. And they're also going to need them for upstairs, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I need about 10 of those. So I'm going to go pick those up so that way they can get these edges done. Man, so much going on. So far this morning, I've been under the house and fixed that plumbing issue. I've been to Home Depot already, getting more materials. We're mixing that mortar out there. And I haven't even finished my cup of coffee yet. So let me get to it. I get this plaster on the walls. I need to wet the walls so they can suck it in. Look at that mortar. Look at that. Oh, now that's beautiful. Beautiful. Load up the truck so we can take that to the dump. And maybe within the next, say, 2 hours, 2 to 3 hours, maybe I'll be finished with the plastering, getting the materials they need, and I'll be working on the railings, or one railing. I can only do one because we still have to paint the other pickets and things. But I'll get that other railing on there, get this stuff sanded, and maybe we'll be painting that this afternoon. It's crazy. It's crazy, crazy. Now I just need to find my sprayer. Man, they are rocking and rolling here. You see they're going through and they're flattening that out. So it's a nice flat ceiling. This will be the only place that it's straight. The only place that it's straight. Look at that. See how smooth that is? See, if I were doing that, there'd be a lot of sanding. A lot of sanding. So it is definitely looking good. You can see I had to go get some more of the plastic bead to go through. You see they're blocking that up there. That'll help keep it off of the walls and make it look really, really nice. I'm gonna go upstairs because I'm gonna be doing some plastering. I got my plaster just right now, and so that's what's next. Okay, so we have our coupling here. You have to have two hose clamps on there, and we've got our wire. I've got to get some more wire so that way they can come through with the metal detector and know that there's a water line here. That's going to be one of the most expensive things because I don't know if you've checked the price of wire lately. It ain't cheap. So now I can go down to the other end, down the hill, and start connecting that section. Woohoo! Man, where's my other hose clamp? I'm missing a hose clamp. Okay, I think I got an extra one inside. Okay, so this is the city's 3/4 inch copper piece. We got to attach the black to that. And we have this fitting that has to go on there. And then we are golden up with water.
They don't have to come back out and do something?
They have to come back out and put the meter on.
What, probably pushing it?
There you go. My connection is made to the city water. Now I'm going to make a call to Public Works to see if I can get them to come out and put a meter and turn it on so we can actually test the system out. Oh my God, another major step for the red brick house. Woo! I'm tired, boss. I'm real tired. Oh. I'll bring the lights downstairs.
No, we're good.
Okay, so I've got the railings there coming together nicely. Let's check and see how my man Jet D. Oh my God, look at this place. Look at that. Boom. Chakalaka lights. How's it coming, my man?
Good, man.
Oh,
Got
man.
this layout pretty much figured out.
Okay, so we got this laid out. We need to get some light in here for you. We got the
Yeah, we're
string
good.
lights.
Yeah,
These are the best lights ever. I bought these at Home Depot. These are, it's like Christmas lights. And they're LED. And what's great about it is, look, you got an outlet on the end of it. And so you can see we've got these straight through the floor. And we can just kind of hang them up. Yes, this is broke-ass media, where, look, they even have straps on them.
Hey, we get her done, though, bro. We get her done.
They are bright, and definitely get the job done here. So, he's still laying out. I'm figuring exactly, see, this is the difference between him and me. I don't have the fancy lights. And all that. I just basically, I start at the door, and I go back and just lay that shit, okay? And, you know, it's not just a little bit off. But see, we have a pro here. So he's
We're
definitely...
working it out. We got this wall, we got about a 1/2 inch we're working with. But this is nice because now I can balance out how my edges look. So you won't see that it's all square when I'm done.
Yeah, it's not square?
No. Not by a long shot. Between here and there,
Who
we're
knew?
1/2 inch.
Okay.
But this laser makes it perfect because I can figure that out before I start.
Okay. All right. Sounds like a winner to me.
Oh yeah, we're getting her done, bro. There's gonna be some tile on this floor tonight.
All right.
Sure,
So,
how late I slept.
all right. So it's going to be, okay. Have you
Seriously?
eaten?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, I could go over to Walmart and grab a couple of steaks and put something on the grill.
Well, I never turned out a steak.
Okay, I mean, I'm just saying that and some cold beer to go with it, you know, and you know, Trey, we're working late tonight. We're working real late. Something
Real
like
late. Oops.
that. Yeah. So I'm gonna go finish getting the railing. You know, that was one of my goals. Is I wanted to get another section of that railing up today, and I wanted to make sure I was ready for the inspection tomorrow. I'm ready for the inspection tomorrow, and he's getting this thing done. So it's really. The last month, so much has happened in this place. It's crazy.
Kidding, bro.
Just even looking at
It's
this.
insane the amount. It's literally insane.
Yeah, it really is. And maybe it's just, it's not, it's insane. Maybe it's just Mark is insane.
Well, I've been there.
Yeah. Well, I'm blessed to have some great people like Jet D. And I'll be his gopher, so anything he needs, I'll be more than happy to get. I'll move the tile for him and everything else. When he starts running low, I'll make the beer run and everything else.
That's it.
So we're going to be good to go here. All right, let's go make the beer run. Goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we got house numbers. We got a mailbox. Look at that. Oh, wow. Now check this out. This is where people are going to be going by and being like, damn, look at this. I got the railing over here on now. Oh, look at that. And here comes the car. Oh, wow. Oh, my goodness. I love it. I love it. And I'm going to go in and check on Jet's working on the tile. Still burning the midnight oil. Jet's working around the toilet flange right there. Oh my God, this looks so beautiful. So nice. Oh my God. Whew. It is 10:54. I've been working on getting the cement board down. I've got one piece upstairs and I got this one, so I'm still gonna need like 3 more pieces tomorrow to be able to get this finished, but it's looking really, really good now. It's 11:18. And I got to go down here and turn off the lights in a 204-year-old house. Hey guys, I'm here. Anybody home? Yeah. Whew. I'm gonna go ahead and turn out the lights. All right. Didn't see anybody down there. That's a good thing. Close her up. That's a sensor on the light. That's why they went off. All right. That's done. And end of the day. I haven't done anything more on the deck yet, but that'll probably be tomorrow. I need to get this in here. There we go. Okay. What a day, what a day, what a day. They got a sand tomorrow in here. Ran out of cement board. I need 4 more pieces to finish this off so we can actually lay the tile in here. Jet has been, oh my God, I can't believe it's this late. We're still here. Has been laying the hell out of the tile. Unfortunately, that's the hardest parts in here. Look at this. Wow. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay.